Today I'd like to address a few of the concerns first-time acupuncture patients may have. One of the most common questions is, does acupuncture have any side effects? Happily, I can share with you that acupuncture is generally considered safe. Common side effects include soreness, minor bleeding or bruising at the site where the needles were inserted, just like a bruise from banging your leg for example. A bruise from a minor bleed at a needled point will disappear in between 1 and 3 weeks without requiring treatment. Soreness after acupuncture is caused by a contraction of the muscle in response to the stimulation of being needled. This side effect is usually only seen when treating structural imbalances, not when treating organ imbalances. Any soreness usually goes away immediately once the needle is removed, but can last from 2 to 48 hours. Applying heat to the area can usually quickly alleviate the pain. If after acupuncture you lack energy and feel fatigued, this means that the yin, yang, qi and/or blood in your organs is deficient. In this case, Chinese herbal medicine is needed. Such cases are rare. In our 17 years of clinical experience, we have only run into 3 cases. Fainting is quite a rare side effect. It is said that acupuncture should be avoided when hungry, thirsty, or nervous. However, in our experience, as long as these patients are lying down for acupuncture they will be fine. Fainting is more likely to occur when acupuncture is applied with the patient in a seated position, at center of balance. We always get new patients to lie down for their first experience with acupuncture. If we are going to perform acupuncture on a seated patient, we are careful to check in with the patient about how they are feeling, and remind them to let us know if they feel faint. Should fainting occur, needles are removed immediately. We then ensure the patient is lying down, and we give him some warm sugar water to drink. There are no lasting effects from fainting during acupuncture. Occasionally patients will experience odd sensations during acupuncture, such as their feet or hands feeling as though cold wind were blowing out of them, or the feeling of qi, energy, moving around the body. Sometimes a part of the body that had been cold becomes warm. Very rarely patients will experience repetitive involuntary movements, such their hands or legs gently moving backwards and forwards. This is a beneficial effect and it is one way that you know the acupuncture is working. Again though, this is quite rare and the absence of such sensations should not be interpreted as treatment failure. It's usually quite easy to tell if acupuncture is working. If, when you come in for treatment, you are experiencing symptoms, you should see an immediate improvement in them. Some people will need to exercise caution when seeking acupuncture treatment. Individuals with bleeding disorders or those taking blood thinners may experience increased odds of bleeding or bruising from the needles. Additionally, those with pacemakers should be sure to inform their practitioner, as electro-acupuncture, involving the application of mild electrical pulses to the needles, seldom used at center of balance, could interfere with the pacemaker's operation. Pregnant women should also ensure their practitioners are aware, as certain acupuncture points are believed to stimulate labor, potentially leading to premature delivery. This does not mean that acupuncture must be avoided during pregnancy, far from it. Acupuncture can help with the many issues that tend to come up during pregnancy, e.g., acid reflux and joint pain. It can even be used as a pre-birth treatment to help ensure a smooth labor. Another common question is there anything I shouldn't do after acupuncture? There are several activities and substances that should be avoided after acupuncture to maximize the benefits of the treatment. Despite the potential energy boost from the treatment, engaging in intense exercise could negate some of the benefits of the acupuncture session. So strenuous activities should be avoided. Drinking plenty of water is recommended to help flush out toxins released during the treatment. Consumption of coffee and alcohol should be avoided as they can cause dehydration. Similarly, processed foods, fried foods, sugar, junk food, and fast food should be avoided. Crowd them out of your diet by choosing whole food, plant-based meals which will nourish the body so that you can experience maximum healing effects. Cold air, cold drinks, cold showers, and even eating cold foods can counteract the benefits of acupuncture by contracting the flow of qi. Engaging in sexual activity immediately after an acupuncture session is not recommended as it can demand too much qi and inhibit healing. It is best to wait until the day after acupuncture to resume such activities. Instead of these activities, focus on resting your body and relaxing your mind. Take a nap, read a book, listen to some calming music or just hang out with your friends. Whatever you do, make sure it is something that allows your body and mind the time needed for healing. Here's a question that worries many new patients: does acupuncture hurt? Acupuncture needles vary in size but are all much thinner than those you may be familiar with from blood draws or injections. This is because they are solid rather than requiring a hollow center as with syringe needles. The perception of pain during acupuncture varies from one individual to another. For most people, the insertion of acupuncture needles causes little to no discomfort. However, You may feel a slight sting as the needle is being inserted. Once the needle is in place, some individuals may experience a tingling or ache, referred to as dare chi. If the needle is moved or twirled after placement, it can cause an increase in the dare chi sensation. However, intense pain is not what we are going for. So if in a rare instance you were to experience strong pain, it would be important to let the acupuncturist know so that they could adjust or remove the needle. We have treated patients who are afraid of needles and they generally find that they can manage just fine because the results are worth it. There are some acupuncture techniques that are better tolerated by those who don't like needles. Let your practitioner know that you are nervous so that they can offer you options with lighter sensations, such as scalp acupuncture or acupuncture without manipulation. In a usual acupuncture session we generally retain the needles for 20 to 40 minutes. But for nervous patients we even sometimes choose not to leave the needles in at all. Of course, your practitioner will recommend the treatment method they consider most effective for your specific condition and constitution. If you ask for another method in order to feel more comfortable with having acupuncture, the effectiveness may be reduced somewhat. However, sometimes a few of the lowest sensation treatments can give you the confidence to move up towards standard treatments, because actually they're really not that painful anyway, and the benefits far outweigh the minimal discomfort. Many patients who are a bit anxious at their first session are surprised by how little they feel. You might not even realize that a needle has gone in. So, are you ready to book in your first acupuncture appointment? Click on the link in the description to fill in our online questionnaire for free, and save the $135 it would cost you to do this detailed medical history in person with a practitioner. You can request a phone call from a practitioner after they have read your online form, or just book your initial exam for $40. Call us on 07 846 7956 to book, or fill in the questionnaire now.